Check! It's English O'Clock! Ang pag-aaral ng English upang madaling matutunan, bakit hindi natin simplihan? Halika! Manood at makinig sa English Teacher ni Juan! Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na to, huwag kang matakot! I made learning English easy for you! Please like, comment, and subscribe! At pakishare mo na rin sa iba para marami pang mga Juan na gaya mo ang matuto. Hi there, everyone! The focus of our lesson today is about cohesive devices. Our target most essential learning competency for this video is use appropriate cohesive devices in various types of speech. Halika! Tumutok na para matuto! I know that you are already familiar with cohesive devices, so this will only serve as a review. Before we talk about cohesive devices, let us define cohesion first. What is cohesion? Cohesion is the way your text is linked together. Cohesion is how well parts of your text, like words, sentences, and paragraphs fit together. Sa pagsusulat, cohesion is important to be able to get your point across clearly o upang mas madali kang maunawaan. Paragraph coherence is achieved when sentences are arranged logically and when clear transitions link sentences. This is especially important in speaking dahil sa mga manonood o tagapakinig ay hindi maaaring basahin o balikan muli ang sinasabi ng isang tagapagsalita. Hindi kagaya kung ito ay pasulat. It is important to use proper cohesion. Now, let's continue with the question, what are cohesive devices? Cohesive devices are words or phrases used to connect ideas between different parts of text. Masasabi natin na para itong tulay. It connects one place to another. O pwede ring maihalin tulad ito sa road signs dahil nagsisilbi itong gabay upang maging mas madali para sa iyo ang paghahanap sa lugar na patutunguhan mo. Kung mali ang pagkakalagay ng road sign, tiyak na maliligaw ang bumabiyahe. Kaya naman, just like in reading a paragraph or listening to a speech, cohesive devices affect comprehension. Proper use of it will help guide the readers put together information between sentences in a text so that clearer understanding will be achieved. This time, let us talk about the types of cohesive devices. First is conjunction. Next, pronouns. Then, we have prepositions, adverbs, and ellipses. Let's start with conjunctions. Conjunctions are words or groups of words that are used to connect other words or phrases in a sentence. These are key to good cohesion. Some basic conjunctions are and, but, and, or. Itong mga conjunctions na ito ay mga halimbawa lamang ng pinakaalam natin dahil pinakamadalas natin itong gamitin. However, there are some phrases that are useful for connecting thoughts in a speech to guide the audience through what you are saying. Phrases like on the one hand and on the other hand are helpful for connecting information that is similar, yet with an important difference, so that you can make a point about it. Example, I'd like to eat out, but on the other hand, I should be trying to save my allowance. On the other hand, in Filipino is sa kabilang banda o sa kabilang dako. Notice how using the phrase on the other hand emphasizes the important difference between the two. Eating out versus saving up. This helps show the audience what the important point you are making is rather than just loading them down with information. Additionally, using words like however and though help connect phrases and sentences and are useful in speaking. But wait, there's more. Sa totoo lang, marami pang ibang conjunctions. Sa sobrang dami, it actually has 3 types. First, Coordinating conjunction. Under this are some of the examples we mentioned earlier. Among the three types of conjunctions, this is probably the most common one. The main function of coordinating conjunctions is to join words, phrases, and clauses together, which are usually grammatically equal. Aside from that, this type of conjunctions is placed in between the words or groups of words that it links together, and not at the beginning or at the end. Examples: fanboys, which stands for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Next, the second type is subordinating conjunction. This type of conjunctions is used in linking two clauses together. Aside from the fact that they introduce a dependent clause, subordinating conjunctions also describe the relationship between the dependent clause and the independent clause in the sentence. Kung hindi ka pamilyar sa kaibahan ng dependent clause at independent, sa Filipino, ito ay tinatawag ding sugnay na di na kapag iisa at sugnay na kapag iisa. Let's study this example. Let us talk about the plan when I see you. Dependent clause. When I see you. It has no complete idea. Kapag nagkita tayo, ay ano? Hindi kumpleto. Tama? This is a dependent clause. Independent clause. Let us talk about the plan. It has a complete meaning. Maliwanag ang ibig sabihin. This is an independent clause. As you can see, when is the conjunction used to connect the independent clause to the dependent clause in the sentence. Aside from when, these are the other examples. Lastly, correlative conjunction. The correlative conjunctions are simply pairs of conjunctions which are used to join equal sentence elements together. List of common correlative conjunctions: either or, neither nor, not only but also, both and, whether or, so as. Ang conjunctions daw ang pinakamadaling gamitin. Tanong: maaari bang simulan ang pangungusap gamit ang conjunction? The answer is yes. However, keep in mind that if you put it in the beginning of the sentence, it creates a strong connection between the sentence and the previous one. Kung gagamitin ito sa unahan ng pangungusap, siguraduhin na may connect ang naunang pangungusap sa sumunod na pangungusap. Make sure this is the intended effect. Maaari din namang hindi ka na gumamit ng conjunction kung wala naman itong masyadong epekto sa kahulugan ng idea na sinasabi mo. And even if you choose to use it, huwag mo na lang itong gawin ng paulit-ulit. The second type of cohesive devices. Pronouns. Basically, pronouns are used to replace nouns in sentences. Alam kong pamilyar ka na sa mga pronouns o sa Filipino, ito ay tinatawag na panghalip. But if you want to learn more, you can watch the video that we uploaded before about pronouns in full details. The links are posted in the description box below. Pronouns are easy to use. Just stick to the simple rule. It should be very clear what your pronoun refers to. Avoid using too many pronouns in one sentence. It can easily confuse your reader or your listener. If you have to refer to several subjects within one sentence, substitute the pronoun for something else. For example, your original sentence is, she said she doesn't know him. Corrected sentence. Jane said she doesn't know him. She denied knowing him. In the second example, not only did we use just 2 pronouns instead of 3, we also made the sentence more concise. Original sentence. They refused to cooperate with him. Corrected sentence. The politicians refused to cooperate with him. They refused to cooperate with the president. You can substitute either pronoun to make your sentence more reader-friendly. Note that pronoun their, them, and they can be used with singular when you want to refrain from mentioning the person's gender. Example, please remind your client that they should come on time. We are talking about one person here, which is the client. Third type of cohesive devices, prepositions. Prepositions indicate relationships between other words in a sentence. Those relationships are direction, time, location, and spatial relationships, as well as other abstract types of relationships. Examples: direction. Look to the left and you'll see our destination. Time. We've been working since this morning. Location. We saw a movie at the theater. Space. The dog hid under the table. The underlined words are the prepositions. Now, gamitin natin ang mga ito sa iba pang pangungusap. Tandaan, kung para sa time, direction, place or method, put a preposition in front of a noun or pronoun. This shows a relationship between the noun and the rest of the sentence. The Williams got home from vacation on Monday. Many vacation here because of the good fishing. My favorite show comes on at 6 p.m. Let us now proceed to the fourth type, and that is adverb. Adverbs are words that can be used to show order, contrast, and such. When used at the front of a sentence with a comma, they call attention to what is to follow. Adverbs as conjunctions are called adverbial conjunctions. Here in this table, pinakikita nito sa kaliwang bahagi ang purpose of conjunction at sa kanan naman ay ang mga halimbawa nito. Let us use some of these adverbial conjunctions in sentences. Number 1. Part-time English classes are offered. In addition, students can take classes in computer and home economics. Number 2. He didn't want to attend the online class today. However, he had a very important presentation. Lastly, we have ellipsis, the final type of conjunction. In writing, ellipsis is also known to some as ... because it consists of 3 periods or dots in a row. Ellipsis is the deletion or omission of linguistic item that the reader or listener already knows. It can be interpreted as that form of substitution in which an item is replaced by nothing. It is an occasion when words are deliberately left out of a sentence, though the meaning can still be understood. In writing, use an ellipsis to show an omission or leaving out of a word or words in a quote. Use ellipsis to shorten the quote without changing the meaning. Example: after school, I went to her house, which was a few blocks away, and then came home. Mapapaikli natin ang pangungusap using ellipsis kagaya nito. After school, I went to her house and then came home. Remember, the meaning of the quote should not change. Now, in speaking, we have here an example. Question: how many head of cattle did you sell? Answer: 20. In this example, hindi mo na kailangang kumpletuhin ang sagot kagaya halimbawa ng ganito. I sold 20 heads of cattle. Tinanggal na ang iba pang mga salita dahil alam naman natin ang kahulugan ng sagot na 20. At ito nga ay tumutukoy sa bilang ng cattle's head na binanggit. Hindi na rin tayo aware sa tatlong tuldok dahil ito nga ay ginamit ng pasalita. Having discussed all these 5 types of cohesive devices, we can say that Cohesive devices are very essential in speech and in writing because they improve the cohesion between the different parts of the text and enable you to connect sentences or ideas without sounding awkward.
So did you learn something today? Sure ako na hindi ka na nosebleed. If you want more of this video tutorial and learn English in a light speed, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-turn on ang notification button para updated ka sa mga bagong lessons. Ako ang teacher mo, ang English teacher ni Juan. Class dismissed! See ya!